A very good Saturday morning to you, and here in Manchester we have returned to type. It's absolutely dreadful, and it's absolutely been dreadful now for about 2 or 3 days. We've had storms aplenty with massive rainstorms and wind and awful. You've probably maybe seen Scott Rowlinson's video when he's on the A1, summertime in Britain or Yorkshire I think he said. But absolutely appalling, and obviously we've reverted to type because we're now entering the part of the tennis season which is based here in the UK. We have Queen's on Monday, and then the following week we obviously head over to Wimbledon. So we have no doubt, unless things change drastically, that quite a lot of the tennis matches will be postponed and obviously put back to whatever time they allow to have better days. So we'll wait and see. What I want to talk about today is something that we are all, or a lot of us seem to be obsessed about in this watch world of ours, which is the accuracy of watches. And we are all aiming to get the most prestigious timepiece, which is of course registered at COSC standards. But now I feel it's time, no matter whether we wear this kind of thing, the old Rolex Hulk of course, or whether we, as I am today, wearing a £60 beauty, a Harson C chronograph quartz, it doesn't really matter. And what I propose is a brand new watch collector's time management system, which is something I've come up with over the last couple of weeks, and it's the there or thereabouts measurement. And it doesn't matter to me, as I'm sure it doesn't matter to many people, as long as your watch is close to the right time. It may be a couple of seconds out a day, as long as it's there or thereabouts. So the TOTA system instead of COSC, TOTA, as long as it's there or thereabouts, it's good enough for me. And if it's good enough for me, I'm sure it must be good enough for more than me out there. So that's it. I believe that what we should do, should Brexit work and we get out of the EU, maybe that we, because we are separate, just like Switzerland, we can have our own time measurement system, TOTA, there or thereabouts. So as long as it's there or thereabouts, we're fine. So that's it. Let me know what you think. Bit of good news on the Omega. Well, I say good news. I found somebody here in Greater Manchester who is willing to have a look at the Omega Seamaster. Now, what he said is the initial words out of his mouth were, we're going to have it serviced. Apparently what's happening with this thing where, as we know, ETA are withholding parts from independents. What Omega are saying is that if anybody who wants to service or repair Swatch Group watches, they have to do a service at the same time to ensure that everything is done as would be the case if you sent it back to Omega. So I basically said to him, listen, I don't want it servicing, I've just had it done, all I want is the job. And he said, well, what he's going to try to do is going to see if we can get the parts, and if not, he's asked me would I be quite happy with a generic crown and shaft and pendant tube. And I've said yes, because as you know, with most of my watches, I never intend selling them. It doesn't matter to me, as long as it screws in and is water resistant again, I'm quite happy with that. So hopefully, with a little bit of luck, I may have solved my problem. So I will keep you up to date as things go along, and I'll also keep you up to date as far as what price we're looking at for that kind of thing. So that's it for this one. So there you go, COSC. As far as time measurement is concerned on our lovely, lovely timepieces, or if you're quite happy with being a few seconds out here or there, slower or faster, maybe the old TOTA, there or thereabouts measurement system is just right for you. Thank you very much for my couple of new subscribers I've had over the last few days. I think I've got back to all of you. So give me your thoughts on the COSC versus TOTA measurement system. Drop them down below as always. Questions, queries, suggestions for this kind of nonsense, drop them down below. Have a lovely weekend. I don't think I'm going to be doing another one today. Definitely won't be doing another one tomorrow. And I shall speak to you again soon. Look after yourselves and I'll speak to you again. Bye-bye.